All right, Shalom. Start first by giving all praises and glories unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Habakkuk. It's the name of the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son. Double honors to the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone who rule well. And greetings, salutations, and blessings to the hopeful elect that give their life, freedom, and diligence to earn their salvation. Shalom unto you. Uh, Quick video here. Basically, Kobe Bryant was denied admission to the academy. Okay, it says Oscar. This is by IndieWire.com. It says Oscar winner Kobe Bryant denied admission to academy. And when you see the damage that Esau and his system is doing, giving these women way too much liberty, putting so much into all of this society of transgender, of equal rights, so-called equal rights. It's funny that women can have equal rights, or it's not equal. They want more than what the men have, but the fact that they have a voice uh, uh, above the men in this society is is ridiculous, man. It shows that they're not fit to rule or to judge. Neither of them, whether they're Edomites or whether they're women in society, are bringing this society to a head real easily. And what is it? What are the traits that bring it to a head? Emotions, you know, uh, judging quickly, not a stable, balanced mind. Okay, but the Bible teaches us to have a balanced, stable mind. So anyway, I'm gonna get into this article a little bit and then kind of break down what's spiritually going on within it. All right. It says winning an Oscar is often a fast ticket to admission into the ranks of Academy voters. But to retired NBA star Kobe Bryant, the Academy sent a clear message: you are not welcome. And that's the same thing that that happens to you Jakes, you so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. You're the real Israelite to the Bible. A lot of this happens as you do all of this, you kiss all these asses and, the so-called white men and all of that. But then he still doesn't accept you into that top level, okay? No matter how brilliant and how great you truly are, he will not accept you, and for you well-paid athletes and all you guys that's in the rap world and all you guys that's in the sports world and all of that, understand, no matter how high up you get, you still never escape um, the condemnation that this man throws upon you. All right, this man hates your guts. Understand it. He hates your guts. All right. I was gonna grab it, but I'm gonna just quote it. When you go into the book of Genesis, the 27th chapter, and the 30s up to about the 40th verse, it'll explain to you that Jacob, who are the forefather Israelites, supplanted Esau. It was according to prophecy, but he and his mother Rebecca uh, plotted against Esau and Isaac, because the prophecy said that he had to get the blessing. Okay, so they fulfilled the prophecy of that blessing by supplanting Isaac and Esau. All right, so Jacob ended up getting the birthright blessing. Okay, and from that moment on, when Esau and Isaac realized it, Esau despised his brother and said, "Now will I begin to slay my brother. Well, the days of my father, mourning my father at hand, then I will begin to slay my brother." From that point on, he's been trying his very best throughout history to destroy you. Okay? He wants to kill you, whether it's his government system, whether it's his laws, whether it's his just whatever he can do, the way he does the food, the pharmaceuticals, the Food and Drug Administration, I think it's called, right? All of those things, he's been trying to kill you if he doesn't outright send his police forces out there to literally kill you. His education system kills you. His sports and entertainment kill you. Everything that he allows you to ascend in and aspire to get out of these ghettos, to attempt to escape these curses the Most High God put on us, is all set up to destroy you. Okay? Anyway, let me just read through this. It said the animation in shorts branch that nominated Bryant and animator Glenn Keane's animated short Dear Basketball, which took home the Oscar last March, had no problem with extending him an invitation to become an Oscar member. Now they could have just decided this before they extended that invitation, but this was used as something that they would throw out on a platform, okay, to make an example. They're making examples of you jakes out there today. All right, they could have just not nominated him and then or not invited him to become a member, and no big deal. It's all swept under the rug, no big deal. It'd have been a backstory somewhere. All right, it says he's a local sports star. At February's Oscar nominees lunch, Bryant was given a hero's welcome amid rousing applause as he joined the annual nominees photo. After all, he's a retired LA Lakers team captain, and many Oscar watchers instantly perceived that he was in a strong position to take home the statue, which is an idol. The Oscar and all of that are all idols. All right, shouldn't be doing that anyway. He says it is the Academy Code of Conduct that got in the way here. The governors, so the code of conduct is just when you win one, they just automatically do that, right? No one stopped to think about the situation from the beginning. Okay, so the governors of the Academy voted to rescind the short films and animation branch invitation to Bryant. Bill Croyer, one of three Academy governors representing the short films and animation branch, sent a letter to his branch letting him know that Bryant would not be invited to join. Although Bryant has expressed a desire to make shorts, the Academy deemed the athlete to lack of experience in the field. Right? But we know that the truth is about to say it's more likely that his tarnished reputation as an alleged sexual assaulter may have tipped the scale. Okay, I'll read about that, then I'll go back. That word alleged, man, big word there. Okay, this is actually a foundation of this lesson. The word alleged, if you think about it, it says may have tipped the scale. Bryant's 2003 19-year-old accuser, who was an Edomite, accuser refused to testify, and Bryant settled a later civil case. He settled the case, and she refused to testify. Okay, and it was an alleged sexual assault. There was no admission of guilt there. So the Academy is sensitive to these issues, having just expelled Harvey Weinstein, Bill Cosby, and Roman Polanski from their membership roles. That's all Me Too movement stuff. So hold on, let me grab another. Let me grab a definition. Hold on. Alleged or alleged definition. It says of an innocent or a person said without proof to have taken place or to have specified illegal or undesirable quality. Without proof is the truth right there. Without proof. Okay, so let's go. Allege. Um, Claim or assert that someone has done something illegal or wrong. Typically without proof that this is the case. He was an alleged sexual assaulter. Okay? Supposed to affirm to be the case. Yeah. There's no real foundation of it. And as he said, if anybody remembers the 2003 case, 2004 case, he said, "Nah, I didn't do anything. She agreed to have sex. Only way I'm guilty is by stepping out on my marriage." Right? So, though he was alleged, he's been treated. I mean, they kind of just swept it under the rug because he was putting up 40, 50 points a night. But they kind of just swept it under the rug. But they all see, this is the thing that you Jakes don't realize what Esau will do. The devil always wants his money back. Okay? What I mean by that is whenever you are brought up in his society, what I mean, like you make advances in his system or his society, he's always going to find something on you to throw in his back pocket till he can use it to destroy you later. Okay, and that's the case of him as well as Bill Cosby and different other Jakes. And usually a lot of you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, lots of cases of Negroes, they'll get you through taxes. Okay? So when you make all this money, oh, you haven't paid taxes, let's get it. Okay? But without, or they'll have the taxes so high that no matter what, you're never going to hit that elite money level because you're paying your taxes. Okay? So let's go back. All right. I got here is innocent until proven guilty in the Bill of Rights. In the United States, a person is considered innocent until proven guilty. The 14th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution guarantees to every person, aliens included, mean people that live here illegally, that they're not naturalized into this country. Okay, if you're born somewhere else and then you move here, even though he is a U.S. citizen, it says equal protection under the law. He has equal protection. He's not automatically guilty because he's not from here. Equal protection under the law. That was the 14th Amendment. Let's keep going. It says, why is a defendant innocent until proven guilty? One of the most sacred principles in the American criminal justice system. Esau's criminal justice system. Esau's system. Okay? And you go into the word system, I believe it means pit. It says, or is that government that means pit? Anyway, I think system means pit. It says, holding that a defendant is innocent until proven guilty. In other words, the prosecution must prove beyond a reasonable doubt each crime charged. You have to prove that they're guilty. He doesn't have to prove his innocence. You have to prove that he's guilty without a shadow of a doubt. Okay? That's the way the American criminal justice system is supposed to work. But for you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans out there, that's not the way it works. Okay? If you remember the scene in American History X, where the Jake was talking to the white boy in the movie, right? And they were finally starting to talk a little bit, and he goes, man, what are you in here for? Now, what he had done is he had actually put a Jake's mouth to the curb and stomped his head. I think he killed the Jake or something like that. He was going to get out. The Jake that was his cellmate or whatever in there, he was stealing the TV. He went to run from the cops, and he dropped the TV on the cop's foot, assault on an officer. So he got life for that. And the guy sat there and looked at how messed up the system was. But that's a realistic scenario. The judges throw the book at you, Jakes, but to Edomites, they don't get the same persecution under the law. It's not a equal rights in this justice system. Now the laws are written there, and Jake can't find adequate public defending, an adequate public. Just another case. They get paid the same each case, no matter what, and they're usually overworked anyway. All right, that's why when Jake, Chris Rock, I gotta quote him. He says some real stuff sometimes, as most real comedians do. He said, Johnny. Somebody said you can't get Johnny Cochran because it make you look guilty. He said, yeah, but you get Johnny Cochran, you go home. I rather look guilty free than innocent in jail. Johnny Cochran used to make you, get you off the case. Get you out of it. So that's kind of the point. So I'm gonna hit a few scriptures because this was just alleged. Okay, this is just alleged, but it doesn't matter. They're still treating him as if he's guilty. Hold on a second. Back in this article, it says in the #MeToo era, it's likely that Brian's invite would have sailed through. But during Oscar season, more than 17,000 people signed a petition asking the Academy to deny him the Oscar. It didn't impact his win. They didn't even want him to win, but it's likely registered with the Board of Governors, the final arbiter of who gets to join. The Academy will announce the list of new invited members on Monday. There's another article I read. Hold on. Okay, this is an article. This just has what I wanted, and I couldn't find the one that I wanted from yesterday. But anyway, it says Kobe Bryant removed from film festival jury due to alleged rape. alleged rape. Okay. His last March, famed basketball player Kobe Bryant brought home an Academy Award for his animated short "Dear Basketball." Thousands soon signed an online petition to revoke the Oscar, citing the woman's allegation that Bryant raped her in 2003. While he kept the award, another petition, this one on change.org, that was the one I want to reference, has since circulated demanding the animation, its film festival to drop Bryant from its jury. On Wednesday, the Washington Post reports he was removed. Okay? And he was removed because on change.org it was around 2,000 votes, online votes, that got him kicked off of that, okay? To get that nomination off, to rescind that nomination. It's crazy how in this society with this Me Too movement, everything's alleged. This goes right back to Corner Store Caroline and all of those other um, women out there in a society that's allowing these women to be out of control like this. To just go ahead and point the finger, and people get instantly judged, jury and executioner, was um, delves right back to the NDAA Act. Matter of fact, I'm gonna pull it up right quick. Okay, this is indefinite detention unless worldwide war, endless worldwide war, and the 2012 National Defense Authorization Act. Crazy act right here that was written by President Obama. Look, on December 31st, right when you was partying like it's 1999, President Obama on December 31st signed this National Defense Authorization Act, okay? It says codifying indefinite military detention without charge or trial into law for the first time in American history. That ties right into people being judge, jury, and executioner right here on the spot. Okay? Right there on the spot. They treat you that way, okay? In this society. All right? Let me get a couple scripts and close out. I gotta go. All right, this is Sirach chapter 19, and I'm gonna start up at verse 13. Said, admonish a friend, it may be that he have not done it, and if he have done it, that he do it no more. Admonish a friend, it may be that he have not said it, if he have, that he speak it not again. Okay, that's what you're supposed to do. That's innocent until proven guilty. Admonishing that he do it, he don't do it anymore if he had not done it, or he may not have done it. That's the big part. He may not. We don't know. And if you think about it, any of you jakes out there should understand when you deal with in a society like this, right? We know how this works. You talk to a woman, she see that you got a little something about you. She let you, and that's before the money part really sink in. She let you hit it or whatever, and now she wants something back. When she realized, like, hey, that wasn't enough. Even though that we both got ours, that wasn't enough. Now I want something extra. I want something extra from this man. That only a society like this would allow this to go down this way. All right. So let me get another script. Okay, 1 Thessalonians 5:21. Prove all things, hold fast that which is good. Prove all things, and in that process, things that are true, you stick to those. Okay. If a man pay, like even the Michael Jackson thing with the in the 90s with the kids, right? Because he didn't want that type of negative light on his name, he just paid off the first couple of kids. Okay, but now because he did that in this society, you must, if he did that, he must be guilty. That's without proving. It's not innocent until proven guilty. This society is not for you. Matter of fact, let me just grab that right quick. This is Micah chapter 2, verse 10. It says, arise ye and depart. Arise up out of this system. Arise out of the mind state of this world. Arise out of the mind state of this American society. Okay? For this is not your rest. You cannot rest in this society. Okay? Where is the rest? The rest is within these scriptures, pursuing to Isaiah the 12th chapter. 28th chapter, the 12th verse. Okay? This is your rest. This word is your rest. That's your comfort. All right? It says, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Because it is polluted, it shall destroy you even with a sword destruction. And that's exactly what people like Bill Cosby, Kobe Bryant, so on. And it's only gonna get worse for you guys out there. It's only gonna get worse for all you famous people. The Heavenly Father is gonna allow this devil to come down upon you with great wrath. A lot of you gonna take the mark of the beast, RFID microchip technology, and you're gonna be destroyed with it. Okay? So the other one I wanted. Yep, this is Jeremiah 31:22. How long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For the Lord hath created a new thing in the earth. And you Negro women particularly, but you Negro, Hispanic, and Native American women, you women helped aid that Edomite bitch Margaret Sanger in the civil rights movement. You joined with her instead of sticking with your men in that society and in that civil rights movement. Okay, and now this is what you get. Okay, this is what you get now. They turned you against your man, and now you can't get a man, but they still go home to their husbands. And then now they go right home to the plantation like everybody else and get their taxes, and society's benefiting off of these women now the same way. But then they put you in position to allow you to make the decisions, and this is what you get out of it: a society completely broken and all upside down. Then a president like Donald Trump is elected, and he checks you women and puts you back in your place. And I'm not advocating for Donald Trump. I just laugh at how he handles you. You know, checks you, puts you in your place of how he feels it should be, coming from a rich man's perspective, old school American train of thought and old money perspective, and everybody loses their mind about it. You know, I'm just talking about the way he speaks and talks about women. Okay. Anyway, it says, for the Lord hath created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man. A woman's word instantly become truth. Instantly. Okay. Now, let's see if I can pull it up. I'm gonna just get the highlights of this one. Hold on one second. Okay, here's the way the judgment should have been. Either whether he did it or not. This is just the wisdom that the world doesn't exude. Okay. This is the book of Susanna. We'll start up at basically to give you the rundown what's going on. These two priests or men of stature, I forgot their positions exactly, both conspired to sleep with Susanna because she was very beautiful. So when she went to take a bath, they hid into her bathing chamber, and then came out when the guard left or stepped out. Went in there and she was like, "Look, she either gonna sleep with us both, or if she don't, we gonna conspire to say that she did, or they caught her in an act of something, you know." And so that's how they conspired to do it. So it got to a point where they're trying to figure out what's going on. She's about to be killed for impurity and all and adultery and all of that, right? So verse 45 says, "Therefore, when she was led to be put to death, the Lord raised up the Holy Spirit of the young youth, whose name was Daniel." This is Daniel, said, "who cried with a loud voice, I am clear from the blood of this woman." Like, I'm not gonna go down with y'all in bad judgment, right? It says, then all the people turned them toward him and said, "What mean these words that thou hast spoken?" So he, standing in the midst of them, said, "Ye are such fools, ye sons of Israel, that without examination or knowledge of the truth," it's only alleged, these men have only alleged that she did this, "ye have condemned a daughter of Israel." It said, "Ye have, without, it's a question. It says, return again to the place of judgment, for they have borne false witness against her. Wherefore all the people turned again in haste, and the elders said unto him, Come sit down among us and show us, seeing God hath given thee the honor of an elder." Then Daniel said unto them, "Put these two aside, one far from another, and I will examine them." Separately though, where they can't hear each other's story. All right. So when they were put asunder one from the other, he called one of them and said unto him, "O thou art waxen old in wickedness, now thy sins which thou hast committed afore are come to light. For thou hast pronounced false judgment, and have condemned the innocent, and hast led the guilty and has let the guilty go free, albeit the Lord saith, Yahweh saith, the innocent and righteous shalt thou not slay. Now then it is, if thou hast seen her, tell me under what tree thou sawest them under accompanying together. Who answered, under the mastic tree. And Daniel said, very well, thou hast lied against thine own head. Even now the angel of God hath received the sentence of the Most High to cut thee in two. And basically that's what he did. He cross-examined them, and their stories didn't match up. Okay? Either way, Daniel didn't allow an allegation to condemn anybody, particularly Susanna in this story. And that's what this society will do. This whole Me Too movement, like the whole corner store Caroline, he grabbed my ass. Nobody grabbed your ass. His backpack brushed against it. And if there were, just like Emmett Till, he whistled at me. You know, all of this is in the same thing. This is all the same mentality, that old school white mentality where the Esau, the man, he can still hide it. But his woman is emotional, just like most women in this society at this time, because they get drunk with power right about now. Okay, with this whole Me Too, and they can do this, and women are equal, and all of this WNBA and whatever else. And now look what's going on. Now it's to the point that they can use that power seat to pass false judgment just to prove they have power, and that's what they're doing. You see, and that's what they're doing. So I'll admonish brothers in this time, be careful who you deal with, man. Stay the hell away from these Edomite women like that, man. If you got you a so-called white woman, read through her spirit, man, and choose a Jake, or do what you want to do. You can, at Great Millstone, you can deal with any kind of woman you want to, but deal wisely with all women, man, because they are in the way of the devil, man. They're easily susceptible to the demonic vibrations of wickedness, man, and they will easily destroy you. Okay, so just deal wisely, brothers. But I mean, that's about it, man. With that, it's crazy how you can easily be condemned for an allegation nowadays. Even though the judgment can't go down, they can't drop the hammer completely on you, they still will throw that stain on you and slander you for forever. Okay, you think I don't believe all those women from the 70s and early 80s really wanted to get down with Bill Cosby? They all wanted to. He was the man back then. Okay, he was the man back then. But now all of a sudden they pull it. He about to retire. He going blind and all that. They pull it. They pull his card. Yep, got you. On and on and on. You cannot win in this society. The issue is the so-called white man in his train of thought, his thinking. He's froward. He's perverse, profane. Okay, he embodies. He's a liar. He's so of discord. He does all the things that you wouldn't want to be done to you. He allows it to be done in his society. All right, this place is not your rest. You better come up out of this world, man, and start understanding the mind of the Most High God, Yahweh, and His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. If you want to save yourself, because the Heavenly Father is sore displeased at 2/3 of our people, and He's going to destroy this place off the face of the planet and take this man out of power and put him where he rightfully belongs. So with that, I'm going to close out giving all praise and glories unto Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Harakakwadash, double honor to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule well, and greetings, salutations, and blessings unto the whole elect. Shalom.